This is a brief clip of the introduction to the project for the music and commercials lesson. It's not very good because somehow it didn't capture me at the projector, but I'm going to include just part of it just so that you have some proof that it actually happened.
That was a commercial for Mountain Dew. Look like you know what song it was.
What do you actually like cooking?
Right. Okay. Guys are good at this. Okay, so that was, I've already done my research, written in 1975, and the commercial is from 2007. So you can see a lot of older songs are still using commercials today, and obviously we already know them because though you were born in the 90s, you still know songs written in the 70s. Okay, let's do one more.
The following clip is after I showed the students an example of a commercial that I made, showing them what they would be doing in their projects.
So I chose an iPod for Fall Out Boy's Dance Dance. Kind of works out because, you know, kind of like to rock it out. I chose a slogan for my product. So see how the music kind of fit what I was trying to sell, even though technically I'm not an iPod salesman. But, you know, if I was trying to sell you an iPod, I'd probably use that song. So do you see where the product will go? Yes. Yeah. Everybody understands?
I think the most successful part of this introduction to this lesson was that I had my own example of what the students were going to be doing in their own projects, and they really enjoyed seeing me doing something that I was going to ask them to do, showing that I can also do something, and I'm not just asking them to do something that like would be impossible for me to do. One of the biggest problems I think that I had during this lesson was that I was pretty nervous, so I said a lot, and it took a lot less time than I thought it would. I could have included some discussion and things like that to augment the lesson and really maybe make it have more meaning for the students. So I'll try that next time. The following clips are examples from the students working in groups for Ms. Stuck's Opasso lesson plan. They were working in groups to create their own composition using both Opasso notation and standard notation. The lesson plan can be found in the lesson plan section on the sidebar of my website. And it's interesting to see the different ways that the students are working in groups and the different ways that they, some are memorizing, some all have notation, some are in 2 lines, some are in 1 line, some are in a circle. So I really found it interesting to go to different groups and see how they work together and the different group dynamics.
3 and 4. 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
The students didn't yet know what 8th note rests were, and we weren't aware of that until the students started trying to convert Opasso notation to standard notation, and were having trouble because they only knew what quarter note rests looked like. So they knew that there was a break, but they didn't know what an 8th note rest was.
It's a problem with the 2 rests.
I think I've learned those. You can just write them in. I mean, they know there's a break there, so.
I see. I don't think we've done 8th rests, so we don't know what they look like.
In your minds, you're all correct.
It's okay. There's a break there. That was great.
Yeah, so that's only didn't know, so I had unrealistic expectations. And anybody want to try this one? That one was right.
Wait, but I don't get that.
Anything else, Kate?
Mika likes flowers.
Okay, what's confusing? What's that?
Why that's a different rest than that.
Okay, so this one, it starts on the beat, but there's an A, which is the second half of the first beat. So that's just the 8th rest. And this one is the whole beat. And that's why it gets this rest. That's the difference. Does that make sense?
My name's down here.
Okay. And
I thought this week was pretty successful. We introduced and almost finished both projects in the 8th grade and 7th grade. We didn't really see choir as much this week, except for on Monday when Mr. Kyle Lynn did a full period with the full chorus, which was an interesting experience because we haven't gotten to see that.